Welcome to today's video. I'm so excited to share something that can truly transform your journey of learning English. The topic we're diving into today is how to speak English naturally. Now, I know many of you dream of speaking English effortlessly, like it's second nature. You want your words to flow smoothly, your pronunciation to sound clear, and your confidence to shine through. But let me tell you, this isn't just a dream. It's absolutely possible. And I should know, because I've been where you are. I used to struggle with speaking English naturally. I felt stuck, frustrated, and sometimes even embarrassed. But I didn't give up. I kept searching for ways to improve, and after years of learning, practicing, and exploring, I discovered what works. Today, I'm here to share everything I've learned with you. So, let's take this journey together. Sit back, relax, and let's dive deep into the world of natural English speaking. Let me tell you a little story about myself. When I first started learning English, I was so focused on grammar rules, memorizing vocabulary, and trying to get everything perfect. I thought, if I learn every word and rule, I'll be able to speak perfectly. But when it came to actually speaking, I froze. My sentences felt robotic. I would translate words in my head, and by the time I figured out what to say, the conversation had already moved on. Does this sound familiar to you? If it does, don't worry, you're not alone. One day, I decided I needed a new approach. I realized that speaking a language isn't just about knowing it, it's about feeling it. It's about connecting words with emotions, with actions, with real-life experiences. That's when I started focusing on natural speaking methods, and everything began to change. Speaking naturally means you're not overthinking. You're not pausing to translate in your head. Instead, you're expressing yourself freely, just like you would in your native language. It's about sounding authentic, confident, and fluent. But how do you get there? The first thing you need to understand is that speaking naturally starts with listening. Listening is the foundation of any language. If you want to speak English naturally, you need to listen to how native speakers talk. Listen to their tone, their rhythm, the way they stress certain words. Notice how their sentences flow. Immerse yourself in English audio. Listen to podcasts, watch movies, or tune in to videos like this one. Mimic the speakers. Repeat their sentences. Copy their style. It's like music. The more you hear it, the more it becomes a part of you. Another thing to focus on is real-life phrases instead of individual words. Think about it. In your native language, do you speak word by word? No, you use phrases. For example, instead of saying, "I am going to the store," a native speaker might say, "I'm gonna head to the store." Notice the contraction, "I'm gonna," and the phrase, "head to the store." Write down common expressions. "What's up?" instead of, "How are you?" "I'm all set," instead of, "I'm ready." "It's up to you," instead of, "you decide." Pronunciation is key to speaking naturally. But here's the thing. Don't aim for perfection. Aim for clarity. Your goal is to be understood, not to sound exactly like a native speaker. Practice the most common sounds. Focus on stress and intonation. For example, when you say, "Are you coming?" your voice goes up at the end because it's a question. These small changes make a big difference. Start thinking in English. This is a game changer. When you think in your native language and translate into English, it slows you down. Train your brain to think directly in English. Start small, describe what you see around you in English. Build confidence. Confidence is everything. Speak as much as possible. Talk to yourself. Record your voice. Join online groups. And remember, it's okay to make mistakes. Every mistake brings you closer to fluency. Enjoy the process. Celebrate your progress. Every time you practice, you're getting better. Chapter 2. Welcome back. Now that we've started exploring how to speak English naturally, let's dive deeper into some practical strategies that will make this journey even smoother. You might be wondering, okay, I've started listening more and picking up phrases, but how do I use them in real life? How do I stop hesitating and just speak? Well, let me share a secret. The key is practice. Practice and more practice. But wait, before you get overwhelmed, let me explain. Practice doesn't have to feel like hard work. It can be fun, engaging, even exciting. Let me show you how. One of the best ways to practice is through role-playing. Yes, you heard me right, role-playing. Imagine yourself in different scenarios. Pretend you're at a cafe ordering coffee. "Hi, I'd like a cappuccino, please. Could you add some extra cream? Oh, and how much is the blueberry muffin?" Play out the scene in your mind, or better yet, say it out loud. Create your own mini conversations. This simple exercise trains your brain to respond quickly without overthinking. Next, let's talk about the power of repetition. Have you ever noticed how we learn song lyrics? It's because we hear them again and again. The same principle applies to language. If you want to speak English naturally, repeat common phrases until they feel automatic. For example, "How's it going?" "I'll take care of it." That sounds amazing. Say these phrases multiple times. Whisper them, say them loudly, use different tones. Make them a part of your daily vocabulary. Another thing to remember, don't shy away from using technology. We're living in an amazing time where learning English has never been easier. Use apps, watch YouTube videos, or join online communities. There are so many resources that can help you practice speaking naturally. And here's something that worked wonders for me: shadowing. If you're not familiar with it, shadowing is when you listen to someone speak and try to imitate them, word for word, tone for tone. It's like being their echo. Let's try this. Imagine watching a scene from your favorite movie. The character says, "You've got this." Pause the video and repeat it exactly the way they said it. Match their rhythm, their stress, their emotions. This not only improves your pronunciation, it also makes you sound more natural. Now let's tackle one of the biggest hurdles: fear of making mistakes. This is something we all face, isn't it? The fear of saying the wrong thing, the fear of being judged. But let me tell you something important. Making mistakes is not a failure. It's a part of learning. Think about it. When you were a child learning to walk, did you fall? Of course you did. But did you give up? No. You kept going until walking became second nature. The same applies to speaking English. Every time you make a mistake, you learn something new. So embrace your mistakes. They're stepping stones to success. Here's another tip. Immerse yourself in English. Surround yourself with the language as much as you can. Change the settings on your phone to English. Watch your favorite shows with English subtitles. Listen to English songs, podcasts, or audiobooks while commuting or relaxing. Immersion helps your brain absorb the language effortlessly. You start noticing patterns, picking up expressions, and even dreaming in English. Let's not forget the importance of confidence. Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you build. The more you practice, the more confident you'll become. And the more confident you are, the more natural your speaking will feel. Here's a fun exercise to boost your confidence. Stand in front of a mirror and talk to yourself. Yes, it might feel a little silly at first, but trust me, it works. Look yourself in the eye and say, "I can do this. I'm improving every day. Speaking English naturally is within my reach." Affirmations like these are incredibly powerful. They reprogram your mind to believe in your abilities. Lastly, remember, language is all about connection. It's not about perfection. It's about communication. When you speak, focus on expressing yourself, sharing your thoughts, and connecting with others. The more you connect, the more natural your speech will become. Speaking English naturally is a journey. It's not a race. Take it one step at a time. Celebrate every small win, and most importantly, enjoy the process. So, there you have it. Speaking English naturally is not about being perfect. It's about being consistent, confident, and open to learning. Every small step you take brings you closer to your goal. Remember, mistakes are part of the process, and practice makes progress. Thank you for joining me on this journey today. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Pro English Skills for more amazing content. Together, we'll keep improving, one step at a time. See you in the next video. Until then, happy learning.